Good morning, students. Welcome to our online class, subject Social Science, Class 7, Unit 2, Mughal Empire. So, before going to the lesson, we can see what are the learning objectives of this lesson. First one, what we are going to learn is about the foundation and establishment of Mughal Empire in India. Who founded and when was it? Mughal Empire was established. Second one, we are going to see what are the career and achievements of the 6 great Mughal kings. And the third one, what we are going to see is to understand about the administrative and religious policies of the Mughal rulers. Then after that, we are going to see about to gain knowledge about the cultural contributions of the Mughals. Clear, children? Yes. Now we'll enter into the lesson. As the introduction part, what was given is a new empire began in India with the arrival of the Mughal king Babur, and the fame of the great Mughal rulers of India was spread all over Asia and also the Europe. Then after 6 Mughal emperors, the empire began to disintegrate. Disintegrate means slowly it came to fall down. Clear, children? Yes. The above picture shows you the great Mughal emperors. Who are they is first one is Babur, second one is Humayun, third one is Akbar, fourth one is Jahangir, fifth one is Shah Jahan, and sixth one is Aurangzeb. Dear children? Yes. Now we'll see one by one in detail. And now we'll start with Babur, that is from period that is from 1526 to 1530. The founder of Mughal Empire, that is Zahiruddin, he was called as Muhammad Babur. He was born in 14th February 1483, and Zahiruddin, he was called as the defender of faith. When he was 12, he was inherited Fargana, a small kingdom in Central Asia, and later on he was driven out by the Uzbeks, and after 10 years he established himself as a ruler of Kabul, and in 1505 he led his first expedition towards India, and Dilwan Khan and Alam Khan, that is he arrived Kabul to seek Babur's help in removing Ibrahim Lodi from power. Then at Battle of Panipat in 1526, Babur defeated Lodi and occupied Delhi and Agra. Clear, children? You have any doubt in this? Yes. And now we'll see about the Babur's military conquest. In 1527, Babur defeated Rana Sanga and his allies at Kanwa. Then in 1528, he won war against the chief of the Chanderi, and in 1530, Babur was died, and Babur was a scholar in Persian and also Turkish languages. He recorded his impressions about Hindustan, its animals, plants and trees, flowers and also fruits in his autobiography, Tuski-i Baburi, and he chose his favorite and eldest son Humayun as his next heir. Okay, children? Yes, up to this you have any doubt? Yes? Next we'll see about the Humayun, that is from period from 1530 to 1540 and from 1555 to 1556. He divided his inheritance as per his father's will, and accordingly to his brothers he gave each provinces, that is Kamran, Hindal and also Askari. They all got each provinces. Then who was the ruler of Bihar and Bengal is Sher Shah Suri, and 1539 what he did is he defeated Humayun at Chauhan, and in 1540 defeated Humayun again at Kanuj, and Humayun had a fleet to Iran. When he was fleet to Iran in 1555, with the help of the Persian ruler Shah Shah thumbs up of the Safavid dynasty, Humayun succeeded in recapturing again Delhi. Then in 1556, Humayun died when he fell down the stairs of his library in Delhi. So after overthrowing Humayun, Sir Shah Suri, that is in period from 1540 to 1545, he started the rule of Sur dynasty at Agra. Actually, Sir Shah Sur was the son of Afghan noble Hasan Suri, who was the ruler of Sasaram in Bihar. He built an empire stretching from Bengal to the Indus, excluding Kashmir. He also introduced effective land revenue system. He built many roads and also some standardized coin weights and also the measures. Clear, children? Up to this you have any doubt? Yes? So in today's topic, what all we have seen, children? We have seen the introduction of the Mughal Empire. We have seen about the Babur and the foundation of the Mughal empires. Then we saw about the Babur's military conquest. Yes or no? Yes, children? Then we saw about the first battle of the Panipat, and then we saw about the Humayun and Sir Shah. So till this, I think you have no doubt. So please go through the lesson thoroughly, and the remaining we'll see in the next session about the Akbar. Till then, please revise and read the book, each and every words. Please underline it and read it properly. Spell it correctly. Clear, children? Yes? Next we'll see in the next session. Thank you.